Okay, I'm hitting the button.
Okay.
Don't forget to show. Good morning. I think we are live. Good morning, sisters and brothers. Thank you so much for joining us. Today is, I'm always afraid of saying the date because then I'll say the wrong date. Today is February the 6th of 2021. And I am here with my sisters. Of course, my name is Mona Chimsu Aga, and I'm here in Houston, Texas. Let me have my sisters introduce themselves. Sisters, please go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Augusta Nosike. I'm in Richmond, Texas. Thank you for being part of our morning.
Thank you, Sister Augusta. Sister.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Ekwi Simon Okube, and I'm here in Lexington, Kentucky. Are you a fixer or a spoiler?
Good morning, sisters and brothers.
Spoilers create problems they cannot fix. But fixers fix problems they did not create. In Africa, adults or elders are known by the problems they solve, not necessarily by the number of years they've spent on earth. In other words, what differentiates adults from children is their ability to think critically and solve complicated problems. We are inviting you today to grow up with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sister, for that powerful opening statement. So once again, thanks for joining us. As usual, you must have seen our topic. We send it out every Wednesday, Thursday, just for you to start getting into the spirit of what the week is going to be like. So our topic today is that we have the key. Let's move now. We have the key, let's move now. So there's no need to waste any more time doing things that doesn't work, hearing from people that been there all along. They just have refused to bring a proposal to the table that can get us to where we are going. And now they have finally seen something that works and they are not sure what to make of it. Because what they have perfected in all these years is to run around like a rat in a corner store, going from one corner to another while the house is on fire. So for over 5 decades, the indigenous people of Nigeria have been trapped in the dangerous Caliphate prison. Some of these prisoners were tagged as the willing tools, while others were rode as donkey, using the carrot and stick approach to induce a desired effect. In a recent interview granted by Colonel Tony Nyam about the true roots of the current state of Nigeria, about the loyalties and allegiance of Nigeria, as well as the parallel sovereignty and government which exists within Nigeria, the retired colonel accused the Caliphate, Buhari and his Fulani co-supremacists of owing a far greater allegiance to that existing government that we just spoke about than to Nigeria. Despite all pretenses to the contrary, the very brave Colonel Nyam went further to refer to and to describe that parallel interest as Fulani worldwide interest. They have this quest to conquer Nigeria and use our resources to take over the world. So on December 16 of 2020, the Joint Multi-Regional Constitutional Force Majeure was activated to trigger the chain of events that will precipitate the unveiling and unhinging of the fraudulent military degree that was imposed upon us as the basis of current toxic unitary union of Nigeria. Now we are halfway into NINA's 90-day notice of grave constitutional grievances. As you recall, it was December of 16, 2020. So today we would like to dissect and further assess the multi-dimensional strategies that these Fulanis been using to hold Nigeria and Nigerians down. As we are talking right now, they are kidnapping, they are killing, they are maiming both local people and people that came from overseas to visit their land. I saw a video yesterday where the security man that was asked to watch a petroleum station or petroleum fuel that was already in a tank. He was setting them on fire, a Fulani man. So the problem is just beginning, y'all. Don't wait till it comes to your doorstep before you begin to react. Don't wait till you see a cow in your residential neighborhood before you start calling media to come and hear your voice. This is the time, my people. We have the keys. We are going to help you guys today put the dots together, because sometimes these things are all over the place. You sort of see it here and see it here, but because they have made life impossible for our people, they are not able to connect the dots. So our goal today is for us to connect this dot for you so that you begin to get a clearer picture as to how these people has done their job and where we are at this point and why we must leave, why we must move immediately. So thank you for joining us. I will have my sister Augusta take over.
Sister Mona, we need to make sure that it's showing on Facebook. I don't see it. Did we share it?
You don't see it?
Yeah, I don't see it. I just wanted to make doubly sure.
Oh. It was there. I shared on Daughters of Truth.
I'm sorry, I'm just being extra.
Check.
I can see it now. All right, so for our viewers,
okay.
It's okay. So for our viewers, we want you to share. You cannot share these messages enough. You cannot. You know, even our previous messages, we want you to share, because we're about to get to the final destination. And as Sister Mona rightly said, we're in the middle of the 90 days constitutional force majeure. So please share, like us on Hard Basic on Facebook. Go and subscribe to our YouTube channel and continue to share, because we have to get these messages out there. All right. So as Sister Mona was saying, he said there were countless methods of how this Fulani, caliphate decided to hold our people down. We are counting our losses for continuing to stay in bed with the Fulani Caliphate. We ended up with the fraudulent 1999 Constitution. Sister Mona, do you have the video, the first video? Yes.
49 people elected.
Yes, sister, give me 1 minute.
I mean, selected to write a constitution, wrote a constitution. 40 people in the Supreme Military Council promulgated a constitution for us. Under General Abubakar, government in which I served, I was in executive council. I never saw the draft constitution. And I was Minister of Information. It was my responsibility to publicize it to the country. On the day of swearing in of Obasanjo, we didn't have a copy of the constitution. I didn't know who was printing it. And my ministry was supposed to pay for the printing. And Obasanjo was sworn on a constitution that had not been read by anybody. And the National Assembly could not be constituted until 4 days after he swearing in, because there was no clean copy of the constitution. You cannot build a quicksand. And the country cannot live on falsehood.
All right.
I also played the second video.
No, Stamina, not this one.
To control their own. What we are saying,
not that one, Sister Mona.
Which one is the second one?
The Pastor Bosun zone.
Okay.
No, not this one. Not this one.
Okay. I need to go back. I'm sorry, guys.
He has a lion's face. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I have them in line. Why is it showing me something different?
let's pray.
Specifically, from what minutes do you want me to play from?
I think it's 2 minutes. It's written there. No, I have to get it.
Okay. Can you help me look, please?
I'll have to know where.
Not a hate speech. I don't hate Muslims, and I don't want you to hate Muslims, but I'm going to tell you a lot of things that the Muslims are doing that may get you angry. Please do not hate them. They are not your enemies. Both the Muslims and the Christians have only one enemy. His name is Lucifer. The reason why we are in this crisis that we are in Nigeria today is because the church primarily has forsaken its responsibility. And then finally want us to return to discipleship, which we have abandoned 20 years ago. The Nigerian church in the past terrible cases that you will never believe are going on in your country. All these are Christians. I'm going to show you a movie footage for 4 minutes. I will go and sit down and you will watch it for 4 minutes. I can tell you, even before 4 minutes, you ask me to switch it off. It is the footage of 501 Christians that were slaughtered in one night, including children, in a village called Dogonaawa in Jos. For 4 minutes. Right before our eyes, Nigeria is becoming desolate. And the church is singing and dancing. See, this used to be Nigeria a few years ago. Rivers, streams, they are drying up. This is Nigeria today. If you travel a lot across Nigeria, when you get to bridges, watch, it's becoming sandy beds. It's drying up. The skin of Nigeria. Years ago, you see Nigeria with thick forest. This is Nigeria today. They call it forestation, or what do they call it? Deforestation. This is the country today. The skin is going. How sick is your country? This used to be mineral resources that was providing employment in the 60s. The whole of Plateau State, people were mining bauxite, aluminium, all over the place. This is Nigeria today. Nothing is going on. How sick is Nigeria? Look at Nigeria's bowels. This used to be infrastructure. Nigeria, there is no infrastructure working in this nation anymore.
All right. So we have this video on our Facebook page as well. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hello?
Sister, please, like you're frozen.
Hmm?
You wanted to say something, Sister Kwe.
It's okay. Let them watch it on the platform.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. This video is Pastor Emmanuel Boshun's video. I mean, audio. You guys have heard it like a million times. How he explained what the Fulanis have been doing strategically for all these years. You know, when he was saying this, people were like, "Hey, he's talking rubbish. He's trying to bring dichotomy between Muslims and Christians." They were even saying he hates Muslims and all that, but he was telling the truth. That it's not about, hating on Muslims, but it's just that the caliphate, they have a plan, strategy that they've been working on for years. And, they have mastered it and they have gotten to this level. And guess what? They had willing tools that they used during these periods. Yes, they did. The 1999 Constitution was written by, guess who? By one of the willing tools. Professor Benwa Boys and Co. They are the one that, coined all the, terminologies used in that constitution. They gave us Sharia without protecting fellow Christians. Guess what? Who was the willing tool there? President Obasanjo. When the Sharia thing came, I remember I was still in Lagos then, he said that, hey, don't worry, it will fizzle out. Those were his exact words. Don't worry, this thing will fizzle out with time. It didn't fizzle out. Instead, we have 12 contiguous states, northern states, decide to claim Sharia. Guess who they used? Obasanjo was the willing tool. They took away Christian schools from churches, converted them to public schools that are today ill-managed. Yes, that was what they did. And that is the beginning of the lower standard of education that we have right now in Nigeria. The recent graduates that I don't know where they flushed these people out. Sometimes I used to wonder, where in the world did these guys study from? Because they have lowered it to suit them. Remember, those of us in the southern area would have to score 250, 300 to get into a particular course or study. But them that are from the northern part, all they need to do is have 15. In short, that 15 is to show that you were present to write the exam. That's all. And at the end of the day, you have the semi-illiterate or the core illiterate ruling the literate. How can that kind of country progress? How? Yes, go ahead.
You remember that why they closed the Christian schools? They were using federal government money to fund
exactly. They were using the federal government to fund the Muslim schools. That's what they were doing. And guess who they're using in that process? Go on. We've often said that they have willing tools all the time that are being used for all these processes. You understand? Underdevelopment, economic sabotage, they did not stop. Sister Muna, do you have the third video?
Yes.
The one that the northern government, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, also this, while we were watching, all these things was going on in tandem.
Yes, in tandem, of course, yes.
They don't hide it. They tell us ahead of time.
They did. 1960, after the 12 days after the independence, they said it.
Send them to Ocean. And I'm telling you, after 4 years, at least not we are liberal, but in the Southwest, after 4 years, Igbos can never be useful and relevant again in the Southeast. Wait and see. In fact, the plan of APC is that they are going to make alliance of Northwest economic development. The West has the ocean. Can you hear me? Yes. The North has agricultural produce. Yes. So what they are going to do, the government is going to develop all the agricultural and mineral resources in the North. And then they will put primary industries here. And then go and export, finally finish them in Lagos or Southwest and export them and bring back the money and share it between the two regions. Let them bring their oil. This is the plan on
They're going to finish them. Your fellow citizens.
For purpose of general body. For that, important is our success. For that, we can benefit better. It's true. That's our prayer now.
You can see Mr. Kunle saying that Buhari's success is our success. Another willing to.
No, but not to the extent of living the way we are. Our prayer now is that may God remove the influence of the Southeast in our region. That's all what we are praying better right now. I'm telling you. No. The Boko Haram, these people are catch red-handed with bombs. Who are supplying the weapons? Who killed General Shua? They think we don't know.
And they can lie.
That they were revenging what they did to them in Biafra. Biafra was his war. It was a state war. Trying to bring them back to the nation. Not so.
Wow.
Some useless idiots started Boko Haram, but there was hand. Don't worry, investigation will reveal everything now. Don't worry. We were just exercising patience, looking at what is happening. That is typical Northern. That's how we are. Just look at what is happening. Then we drew a line. 2014, 2015, they call it. It is the end of it. Whether anybody wins or don't win is okay. That was our decision, honestly. And they met in Enugu, and listen to me, they met and saw it that in the event of cutting it, why will they put their people? That's why the man has to surrender now. In fact, some of us preferred him to have been resistant so that we'll redefine this country. I'm telling you.
A lot of casualty will be remaining.
Nothing like killing. Let everybody go his way. Is it not rain that is falling with us now? We have the food. What is oil? Look at Niger.
That Erano is still selling oil. He's bringing it from Niger. What is the big deal? It is when they met and saw the danger of any attempt, that was how they surrendered. But honestly, we have already made up our mind. Because we said to ourselves, if you don't, even if you stay, they are going to kill you. Abi? Under Jonathan, from Namadi Sambo down to the lowest person you know is a Boko Haram. They can pick you whoever you are. We know that. At least we are part of the system.
When killers accuse you of being a killer.
And they are bold in their assertion, my dear. Unbelievable. All right. So this video is also on our Facebook page. It has been played severally just for you for us. We're just trying to put all these things together for you to see how they've been planning. God sent Pastor Basu to tell us. Of course, we didn't want to hear. Even right now, a lot of us still don't want to hear. We're asking, where is the wedding happening? What is this and happening? We're not even putting two and two together. Okay, sister, please go ahead.
Yeah, we did not want to hear. And as you rightly said, we talked about the willing tool. Kule was there listening. And guess what? The chicken has come home to roost. It did not, because the idea was they were talking about the Southeast. Get where they are right now. They are in Ibarakba, I think in Oyo State. They are with the Southwest. They are decimating, desecrating, killing, maiming, massacring. They are killing. So as Kule was thinking that, hey, we will help Buhari attain whatever Buhari wants to attain. The truth about it is that these people have one agenda and one agenda only. They don't have any affiliation to any religion. That is what we have to understand that. One agenda only. To conquer every place that they stay. That is what it is. And they did that by closing the seaport. Remember, they wanted to bring us down economically. You could hear that guy saying that, oh, we are going to develop our farms. We are going to do this. We have the food. They can drink their oil. Blah, blah, blah. Is that oil that finances your food? Duh. Is it not the oil that comes from the south that is making you guys feel as if you own the entire world? But guess what? He's even talked about getting oil from Niger. Guess where the pipe came from? It came from the southern Nigeria.
Piped
the Niger Republic. Mm-hmm. They're going to go refine oil in Niger instead of building the refineries that are already here in Nigeria. So it's so messed up. These people had an agenda they have an agenda from day one. They have not relented. They have not moved away from that. They are so focused. They are so goal-oriented towards that number one agenda. That is why they closed down the seaport and built a dry port in Kaduna. You can imagine.
The signs are everywhere.
The signs are everywhere. They built a dry port in Kaduna. And yet they could not develop any of the seaport that we have in the southern part, apart from the one in Lagos. You understand?
So they want to build a cattle. They want to build
cattle colonies in south. Oil company in the north.
Where there's no oil.
Where there's oil. They want to build oil companies in the north. They swap it. So that
bring cow.
As one useless idiot was talking about the cryptocurrency this morning, that, hey, instead of you investing in cryptocurrency, why not you invest in cows? Can you imagine what kind of animal talk is that?
Backwardness, my dear.
These people, they have taken us back, even the Stone Age. I have got a ghost Stone Age. We have gone to the medieval, see where they took us back.
Time.
They are not relenting. Lagos, the Lagos International Airport is named after Murtala Muhammad. And I've been asking Yorubas, what if he's named after Awolowo? Or named after Abiola, after all, he fought for June 12th? Or named after any of those Yoruba leaders that you people have? But they would come, they would name their own, they are taking all the important parastatals. Yes, they are taking all of them. In custom, the high-ranked men are from the north.
I don't know how to write their names, so.
Guinea, they are from the north. And the people saying, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, are the supposed graduates from universities. You understand? And this thing has continued to happen. It has made importation for the southerner difficult, but importation for the northerner easy. They open their own border, make it so porous so that these Fulanis can come in. And these Fulanis, they are coming in through, you won't believe it. I was listening to one guy yesterday, and he was talking about, the guy is from Igongon, this place that Igbowo is from. And he was talking about how Ibarapa is so close to Sokoto, to Benin Republic, to Togo, and how these Fulanis, they are coming all the way from there, from that border, to get into that their Yoruba village. And these people are not relenting, because in as much as Igbowo has helped them to sack the Seriki, there's another guy called Wakili. I think Wakili is his name, his deputy, that decided to build barricade around that area.
Yeah.
I mean, he built barricade, put Fulanis, and put a red flag so that you cannot come so close to that place. And if you dare, they will shoot you. Shoot on the spot. When
in your own father's country, town.
His own village, his Gongo place. Shoot on the spot. That was what that guy commanded. And I was like, what? These people are intentional in what they're doing.
Is this not a repeat of Northeast? What is happening to the Northeast?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. This is how they conquered Borno. I heard them saying that the entire Borno has been taken over. We are telling our people that their aim is the entire Nigeria. And
entire Nigeria
is to sleep. People want to do Zoom meetings and wait for us to have meetings.
Please, it's entire Nigeria. It's not just Borno. It's entire Nigeria. Like the guy was explaining, he said they have taken off that the number of Fulani herdsmen in the bushes are more than the population of that area. It means that they have come in from every angle to be able to come in and take away the land. And their number one objective is to take the land. The Wakili was busy taking the land partition by partition by partition by partition. And how do they do this? They frustrate you in your piece of land, pursue you, they bring their cow to eat your cassava or whatever you planted or your yams. Then because of that frustration, you will move away from the land, then they will take the land. That land will belong to them. This is how they have systematically been doing this for years. And they're not relenting. The barricade he built recently is to ward off Igbowo's guys. And he gave that mandate that if any one of them crosses that barricade, shoot on the spot. And the governors can't do anything about it.
You see why I say
they cannot
dig into the problem. And then when it's time for solution, just like Adiboye, unfortunately, I'll keep calling him. He was one promoting Buhari. Now we are in a dire situation, and Adiboye is nowhere to be found.
He has not even claimed that he promoted Buhari. He has not even come to the rescue of the Christians he's supposed to be leading. He has not begged for the lives of the Christian, his church members. Let's just say his own church members alone.
I went to see him when he went to England for treatment before he disappeared and become a zombie or cosmetic enhanced Buhari or whatever they did to him. He was one of the ones. And he was one that used the power he had over. That's why we're telling our people, these people will lead you to your death. Talk to your own God by yourself. Talk to your own God by yourself. He used you guys because everybody's calling him Daddy. What's his name again?
Daddy Gio.
Daddy Gio. What is Gio? God.
General Overseer.
Oh, my dear, there's something missing. I think he wants to call himself God. He removed the D and then called the Gio. So they are busy following all these people and they are deceiving you. Here we are now. Someone was just recently killed that came from Atlanta to visit home. Nobody is saying or doing anything to mitigate any of these things. None. Instead, what they have done is to make sure they have paid their taxes. They have houses close to where I live. They have paid their taxes for the year so that anything happens, their private jet that you guys thought all along they were using to preach God's word is for them to take off because they understand that the country is unstable. The country is a ticking time bomb. It's just a matter of time. It will implode. So what they are doing now is, oh, I have my private helicopter fueled all the time. If anything happens, we had a case study with, what is that one that looked like that ugly creature from a Disney movie? What's his name? The taxi driver.
Which one?
Is it Tinubu or Oshimole? Is it
Tinubu.
Oshimole or Tinubu? You know,
we have a lot of them.
Oshimole.
So here we are having men that almost represent demons themselves, taking care of things for us. As soon as anything happened with that demonstration, this man entered his jet and disappeared.
Yeah, the NSAS demonstration.
That's what they will all do. You cannot afford to go to church and be listening to this man. You should be talking to your villagers, your brothers and sisters, the one they tell you that is holding you down. That's why you're not progressing. Your kinsmen, that's where you should be congregating now to see how we can get out of this problem. Because if not, if you are waiting for your fasting and praying, if you are waiting for them to give you a solution to this problem, my dear, you're on your own. No? I posted a picture of the money a lot of them we are making off of our people. They have money packed everywhere in tax haven countries. Their money is cool, waiting for them with air condition. While you, the monkey and the baboons are dying, he will be in his private jet, getting to a wonderful destination to enjoy the rest of the money. And there's nothing you can do about it, because if they are fighting for our people, by now, with the amount of money that they have taken from you guys, they should be speaking on a loudspeaker. And the Muslims will be speaking on this thing from morning to night. They should be pounding theirs from morning to night to reverse the damage they have caused. They are not there to help you, my people.
No, these people are not men of God, Sister Muna. They are not men of God. These are they are not in any way related or doing God's work. They are not men of God at all. Because you would think that even during this COVID, that they will be able to bring out money and help their own members. You know, when I talk, I say, help your own member. I'm not saying help the entire Christendom. Help your own people that attend your churches, people that pay tithes. But instead, they were busy saying that, especially Adeboye was busy shouting that if he did not pay tithes, he will not go to heaven. And I'm like, Adeboye is already enjoying his own heaven here on earth. He has many private jets. He lives in a mansion. His kids are not doing anything. They are living off of you people's
income. I mean,
misery. Mm-hmm. Then the little money you use to feed your own family, go and give it to him as tithes. I'm not saying you should not pay tithes, but sometimes that's not. I don't think that is even necessary at this junction where you are in dire need, and they're not coming to your rescue.
Yeah, no.
You're saying that the money that they have should have helped. 1/10 of what they have would have gone a long way. 1/10 of what they have would have gone a long way.
What about the Pastor Bansu that came out to speak? Do you think?
Oh no, they saw him as a renegade.
They said he was a madman. They said he was unstable. They gave him all kinds of names. They kind of like put him on the side like a stepchild. What is that word that you use for a stepchild that is not supposed to be part of the family?
Bastards.
This man has to go back in his shell. And we are telling you guys once again, all this information. That's why God is not coming down. No. God is not coming down to do this for any of us. He has given us informations over and over and over again. And that's why we're trying to connect the dots for you. So in case if you've been hearing this video here, hearing this one here, hearing today, our aim is to help you guys connect the dots and see that these are the tools. These are some of the multi-dimensional strategies that these people are using. They will use Professor, whatever, what did you call it? What was the name of that professor that wrote the Constitution? They will use him. They will use him. They will use the
willing tools.
Anybody that they will use to get them where they're going. And at the end of the day, you are an infidel and you will be dead. It's just that simple. So, sisters, please go ahead. We've taken over.
Yeah, no, it's like what we're telling our people. You know, these people are systematic. They are not doing things anyhow. So they sabotage. They corrupted our churches. Corrupted our traditional system, corrupted our politics. They corrupted everything. They frustrated our local businesses. Not any of these things you're seeing, there's not that they just thought of now. They started in the 80s. Sister Moon, I remember when in the 80s you see cows that will not even allow children to play around.
Oh, yes, yes. When we were growing up in Omaha, we were being run down by cows all the time. And this is when these people were using this cow to GPS our area. And we didn't know. Children will be outside playing, all of a sudden, cow will come from nowhere. They will claim they're putting something in their nose. Yeah, I'm working at what is otaba?
Snuff. I don't know.
Yes, and this thing will go crazy. They will do it on purpose. They will put the hour in their nose and this thing will go crazy and start running everywhere because that's not normal for an animal to use that kind of stuff. They will be like fired up. I wonder if there's any caffeine in that hour. They will be fired up, running. And by the time our parents comes home, they don't even come home. Somebody will have to run to the market to tell them that this person broke their arm, this person fell from a tree, and it happened over and over and over again. Nobody investigated this. This is when these people were trying our land to see our temperament, to see, are these people going to react? Nobody went to question anybody about it. It's just when your arm is broken, your mother will even yell at you and say, why did you even go outside yourself and put you on a corner? If you're unfortunate, that I know of a young boy that broke his arm, he couldn't go to school. And up to now, he's useless. He could not go to school because he was a stepson to the mother, to the father, the wife of the father. So she didn't really do much. She's like, oh, you're not gonna stop me from going to market. Of course, you can't really blame her because she has to go to market to feed the children. So that arm now, if you see, that arm is twisted on one side, that young guy, So they did this thing for over years. Nobody said anything. They were using it to dance, and that's the problem we are having with even some of our people. Now, you would tell them that these people are now in our country, town doing this. They will say, oh, I know about Fulani. They're always in there, They're always carrying their car with a stick. They're not even understanding they're now carrying AK-47. These are part of the strategies when we say we are connecting the dots. They've been doing this in the 80s when we are little children. They were connecting the dots by coming in there to our town with their so-called car, pretending they are coming to sell as if they are merchants. But all they're doing is using the car because with the cow, they roam around the city with the cow, figuring out every nook and cranny of our town and figuring out where everything is. And then after they have done that, they become comfortable. They were like, okay, now we know we have GPS all the area. Let's see what these people will do if we try to attack. They will send the cow to go and harm the children. Nobody will say anything about it. I was doing a research for this show today. And I looked everywhere on the internet to see if there's any newspaper report about injuries, because it was a weekly, or should I say twice a week occurrence when we were growing up. No place was he ever reported of the injuries that was caused by cows towards the children that was in front of their house. So you're not anywhere playing. You'll be in front of your house. They will allow that cow to come into residential area and start harming the children. Nobody did anything about it. No report of this. This is some of the strategies they have been using all along, copying all the areas of our town, using the information to see, oh, no matter what we do, this people will not react. And that gave them the impetus now to go and start doing things because they figured we are not gonna react. Everybody's busy looking for money. Even when they harm the children, nobody comes to the garrison to ask them what happened here or hold somebody accountable. Everybody goes back to the market. And they'll be using this strategy while we sleep, while we are looking for money, while we are posting ourselves on Facebook in front of our mansion, our cars, while we are doing this, the people that we are less than are taking over and turning us into slaves while we watch.
So we are telling our people that the kidnapping you're witnessing, the killing, the massacre you're witnessing did not start today.
Nope.
The lack of electricity, the roads that are not built, everything that you have suffered did not start today. And it's not by chance. It is a carefully planned systemic thing. One after the other, they did it in phases. One phase finished, another phase. So there was a phase of espionage where they came into our land and used cow to go around our whole area. to know the roads, to know everything, and to test us, like Sister Mona said. When cows will hurt our children, we did not care. We would rather tell our children, don't go outside and play. We will not say, who owns this cow that is hurting my child? Why would they start raping your children? Cows damage the hand of your children, you did not bother. So they can rape your children, you still not bother. So we are saying it did not start now. They moved from there and started killing us in our farms. Now there's food shortage because our people cannot farm anymore. If you go to the farm, they will rape you and kill you. Enugu State, Ebonyi State, these are people that a lot of farmers, people there, they live by farming. They cannot farm anymore because they will be killed. These things are not by accident. That's what we're telling our people. These are all strategies used to conquer us, and it has started since. What about local manufacturers? eBay to cement. They frustrated eBay to cement, and he closed shop. Emzo Pharmaceuticals. It is not start today. Our people were forced to close down factories in the east. For people that are saying Akurune. Have you asked yourself what happened to our people that they couldn't develop in our land in the first instance? Have you asked? You don't jump out from somewhere and think that our people don't want to build this in their land.
I know.
They put systems that made it impossible for our people to develop our land.
And whatever we have there, they make sure it went down. The
exactly.
Golden Guinea brewery,
Golden Guinea,
everything. The way they're doing Guinness stuff, they shut all of them down.
We had Ibeto cement, we had Nkalagu cement, and right now the only cement that works that is doing business in Eastern region is Dangote,
and it's very expensive. He has quadrupled the price.
It quadrupled. Be waiting. It's not like 4,000 something. So the only cement that is working in that has shop in the east is Dangote. Meanwhile, Ibeto is shut down. Nkalagu is shut down. As you rightly said, the Emzo Pharmaceutical is shut. They will always look for something to send the just to bring them down.
Sister, do you know we had a cattle ranch before?
Yes.
You know we had our own cattle.
Our own cattle ranch.
They frustrated it.
Hey.
They closed down everything. They destroyed. How do you even want
and
to?
Nobody questioned them. Nobody
questioned it.
Nobody did anything.
When they close our seaports, how do you want to import things and take them back to our land? You will take them to where in Lagos and in the north. That's why things are expensive in our land. But our people will say, oh, our people, they say things that they are very greedy. No. It was done intentionally so that life will be very difficult in your land. And you'll be forced to go. Once you finish going to school, you will run to another people's land. No international airport, no seaport, no roads, no light, nothing. That's where you are smoked out of your land so that they will conquer it with their cows from the back. Yep. These things are not accidental. Then another thing they did was systematic corruption. They made sure they corrupted all the systems. Political corruption. You cannot be a governor or a senator except you go to Sokoto Caliphate to tie scarf. You must go there and tie scarf before you can lead your people. They corrupted our systems. They even corrupted the version of Christianity. We're not saying that we are not serving God, but we're saying that they corrupted Christianity. They corrupted our church leaders. Because they used money to corrupt them, they cannot talk. If they talk now, they will blackmail them. So that's why they are busy buying private jets, like you said, building the biggest auditorium, while their people are being butchered and massacred on daily basis.
Hey.
Like the account that Sister Mona was mentioning. These things are done intentionally. Our traditional rulers, the Igwes, you know those Igwes are warrant chiefs. Because our original traditional rulers are like the Ezan, the people that like the custodian of our culture. But the Igwes are political appointees. Those ones, they pay them salary. They started paying them. All these things were systematically done so that now they cannot say anything.
Compromised.
They are compromised. Exactly. That's the word. All of them are compromised. Our Igwes are compromised. Our church leaders are compromised. Our politicians are compromised. What else do we have left? Is only you and I. We, the people, we are the only ones left to fight for our land. Ms. Augusta, please go ahead.
Yes, so we, the people, we are the only ones left. Everybody is compromised except we, the people. And if we don't take the bull by the horn, we'll just continue to lament. And we have said enough is enough. That is why the CFM is very, very important. And thank God for the works of Ninas. Ninas, they are the one, leading the pathway. They are the one making this happen. There's so much insecurity in the land. Sister Muna, do you have the 4th video?
Yes.
Where you see governor begging the president to license gun.
Did you hear that? It's so horrible.
Eh? to license gun, and I'm like,
give him gun.
Because
this is the chief security of his state.
Sir.
He's now begging for gun. Well, how about the people? What will now happen to the people? If the chief security officer is begging for gun to protect himself.
You're on your own, sister. That's what it's called. You're on your own. You figure it out. And they were intentional about all of this. If you recall, they asked people to give up the give up
their guns. Yes,
they have.
Northeast, North Central, Southwest, Southeast, South. There is general insecurity. And this is being propelled by herdsmen. I want to repeat again. I have made it a petition to the presidency and to all security agencies before that if they want peace, Mayor Tiala must be arrested. These are people who have owned up. They have taken responsibility that they have killed, they maim, they rape, and do all sorts of atrocities. And yet their leadership is in Abuja, and nobody is confronting them. And until these people are arrested. When I talk, I was being castigated. I was being vilified. Nothing bad that was not said against me. I am this and that. But the reality is here. It is not just happening to Benue State today. It is happening to the entire country. Why is the federal government being silent about this Fulani? When will the federal government come out and criticize and arrest herdsmen carrying AK-47?
Yeah, right.
When are they going to do that? Are we second citizens in this country?
You're fourth. Pause.
What gives Fulani man superior to any other person?
Mumu, look at this one. He's been sleeping in his mansion now. Which village is it from?
I think it's from, where is it from? Is it my state?
He's the governor of Benue State. This is supposed to be chief security officer.
Oh, he's been sleeping in his mansion. He didn't get
He said, are we second-class citizens? When we have dissected it here, that we are not even second class. We are not third class. We are like 4th to the 10th class. So, is he just waking up?
My brother, my sister, when they talk, it's as if they were sleeping and just woke up from coma.
There was one of our brother that was saying that we are not being objective enough, and I'm like, duh, what are you talking about? We are saying that our people are the willing tools that were being used to propagate all these things. They got our people to help them in their quest. You understand? And they have corrupted everywhere. So
objectivity. Which objectivity? Maybe that person will explain to us what he means by objectivity. Because what are you saying? We are telling you that all the systems are corrupt. Are you not seeing the corruption?
Mother, this is their agent now. Remember whenever you touch where they're eating from.
That's true.
They will start We are mothers
true.
right now. We don't care about you and the kind of job you were doing before. We're here to take you down. We're here to bring a new change to our people. We're here to offer our children freedom, true freedom to life. We're not here to worry about your big English objectivity. Go and tell that to Fulani herdsmen in the forest and let them.
I wonder. And as we rightly said, we said even the military has been compromised. We have said that before. It has been compromised.
The baby in the uterus has been compromised. You're talking about
military.
The egg in the woman's stomach and the sperm, everything has been compromised. They have destroyed everything.
They have destroyed everything. So, and you know, the military, they start recruiting Boko Haram to be part of the military. And you start wondering, this is somebody that has sworn to kill. I mean, that's like is their primary objective, kill and conquer. You now put that person as part of the military. And you think they will not, it's like you give them license to kill.
It's part of the strategy to take over the land. They have taken up the forces now. So it's part of the strategy. Everything you're seeing is part of the strategy. That's why Buhari had to fight to enter Aso Rock. It's part of the strategy. Nothing is amiss. They know what they're doing and they're systematically following it.
Wow. Even the Amoteku that we praised the other day has already been corrupted by the corrupt politicians. You know, when Amoteku came, we're like, hey, at least the western part will be protected. That is not true. Amoteku carries sticks instead of gun. And you're now wondering, what are they going to protect with sticks? When the Fulani herdsmen are carrying AK-47 that is being sponsored by the states. The government cannot even talk. The governor of the governors within that region, they cannot even talk. And I hear that recently, the Amoteku, they now do what policemen are doing. They stay at the junction and said, oh, where there? They want to check your car. They even want to settle disputes between
husband and wife.
Husband and wife.
Why won't be? I heard that is the outside man, another man that is heading.
That is heading them. Yes. Because they kept them under the police. So why would you think the northern? I was listening to that guy Igbowo, and he was saying this. He said that the idea he thought or had for the Amoteku is not what they have.
It's the same pattern of our governor always wanting to give us false sense of security. They are always deceiving our people. We are asking for constitutional takedown. A lot of them are running around speaking from both sides of their mouth. They will tell you, oh, we need to bring it down, but we need to bring it up. They will not finish the sentence. They will speak from both sides of their mouth. This is another strategy because now, instead of the villagers, instead of this Sunday Ubohu to be doing this thing by himself, his villagers will all be part of it. They will deceive them and say, oh, we have Omoteku. They are doing something. And people will never defend themselves until these people come over and destroy everything. Like they
these people, we are telling our people to, that's why at the beginning we said it has to be critical analysis. When Omoteku came out, they told them to close it down. They refused to close it down. What next did the Fulanis do? Sabotage it.
Exactly.
It's as simple as that. It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
So if you refuse to close it, they will sabotage it, which is why we're telling our people that anything you start in Nigeria, we will be corrupted.
Yep.
The only step that we need to take is get out of Nigeria, then we'll begin to build. Anything you start to build inside Nigeria, anything you call it, they will corrupt it in months. Not even in years, in months.
The politicians are making tons of money out of that Amoteku because they will come and say, oh, they invested 20 million and probably it was just 1 million they invested and the 19 million goes into their personal pocket.
And people are dying.
Okay, you already have Amoteku in the village. A PhD doctor that came from UK came to his village to open big farm so that he can employ, he has workers that were working for him. And these Fulanis were busy messing up with his farm. He had about 300 acres, as I read. They were messing up with his farm. This guy had PhD in chemistry. For those of us that read chemistry, if you get PhD, now Baba. This guy had PhD in chemistry, came down and decided to build a farm, a massive farm where a lot of people were employed to work with him and for him. At the end of the day, when they were not messing with his farm, he went back. You see, can you see Dr. Borode, the way they killed him in his farm?
Like a common chicken. Huh? These are
they
what
killed this man as if this man didn't, they killed him and nothing happened. And the entire Yoruba land has Seriki, Benile, Seriki. They have not conquered Yoruba land.
Oh, wow.
They have conquered Yoruba land. If Yorubas don't wake up now, their land is gone.
And the Yorubas cannot talk. If you meet them, they cannot talk.
They are compromised, they are being paid.
They place all of them on salary. So they have already bought them over. And if you talk, they will blackmail you. You see, like what Governor Otton was saying, that when he tried to talk, they came after him. They sent EFCC after him. They've already put all these tools in place. You cannot talk. They will send their dogs after you. Look at the man that they killed. Look at life wasted.
Wasted.
It's like the Atlanta man you spoke about. Reno also spoke about it. Maybe we'll play that Reno's video as well, so that you see what we are losing. You waste money and train your children. They come back home. These people that do not value human beings, we kill them. Are we going to continue like this? We can't continue this way. It does not make sense.
Corrupt justice everywhere.
No, it's like you go one step forward and then you go 2 million steps backward. Does it make sense to anyone?
They will rape children. They will rape women, and nothing would happen. You can't complain. Your Oba cannot complain. Everywhere, Seriki. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. Sister, do you have that video?
Reno's video, because he kind of put things in perspective.
It's a reaction to the injustice in the country, where herdsmen come, they kill, they rape, they pillage, and nothing is done to them. It's with impunity. I'll give you a very good example. My personal assistant lost his father. His father was buried at Fuga in the Edo State. Now, his uncle came from America, Atlanta, to attend the funeral. And then he was abducted by herdsmen. They asked for 14 million. We all gathered around, looked around. The 14 million was raised. And what happened? 2 days ago, we found his dead body. Prince Abuda. This is a philanthropist who's been doing good, who's been helping people in Nigeria and helping Nigerians in America. He was killed. You know, after collecting the ransom, nothing has happened. They don't know who to arrest. And Nasir El-Rufai is now saying that Sunday Igboho, who is protecting people from these kinds of headsmen, should be arrested so that headsmen can continue to kill at random. So you got to think about it. If we as leaders want peace in this country, there is going to be no peace without justice. There will be no peace without justice. So I urge Nigerians.
All right. So this is, again, if you don't kill Nigeria, Nigeria will kill you, like Dr.
Oh, yes.
He
said, kill Nigeria. If not, Nigeria will kill you.
It's a no-go.
Nigeria is dead already. We just need to, like, you know, tear the carcass and move out of the, you know, move to our separate places. So, Sister Muna, do you have that Chimamada's video?
Yes. Yeah, you kill Nigeria or Nigeria will kill you. It's your choice.
Or the picture of that girl that was raped.
Oh, man.
Because when we tell our people about this rape, it enters one ear and comes out the other ear.
No, they will say Muna has come again. Or Muna has.
They don't understand it. You that you are allowing this to go on in our land, you are part of it. Because you have the power to stop it, but you did not stop it. They are raping our women, they are raping our children. You are not listening.
This is a
Look
baby.
at this girl.
This is a baby.
This is a 10-year-old girl. They in Kaduna, the Fulanis attacked them. So they were running. A so-called man, a bishop or whatever, took the child that is rescuing the child from herdsmen. This is what we saw in the hospital. The pelvis of this child is fractured. Her vagina is torn from vagina to the anus. Her bladder is torn. This is a 10-year-old child. There were marks all over her body, bites, sticks, all sorts of things. This is just an example. We're using this to show you when we talk of rape, so that you understand what we're saying. If this is your child, will you tell me that you allow Nigeria to go on so that this will continue to happen to our children, our daughters, and our women? Will you tell me that you allow Nigeria to exist one more day? If this is your child, if this picture you're seeing here is the private part of that's your daughter in your house. That's your treasured child that you kept in Abuja. That's your child, that's your girl that you kept in Lagos. That's your child that you kept in Port Harcourt. If this is the private part of that's your daughter, are you telling me that you'll be doing politics and allow Nigeria to stand one more day? I'm asking you men. You men that are allowing this to happen in our land. You are the one allowing this. For allowing the Fulanis to be in our land, raping our women in this manner. You are an accomplice.
Yes, so.
For not listening to what we're saying, that Nigeria needs to go down before it kills all of us and our children. You are an accomplice. You are the one that raped this girl. You are the one that raped this girl. You are here, you're calling yourself church leader. And we are telling you we need to bring down Nigeria. You are busy talking about tithe and offering. You are the one that raped this child.
Yes.
It is you. And God will ask for the blood of all the children that are killed in this manner.
So sad, my sister. You know, when you tell them, people don't want to hear. It's always good to show pictures because picture tells a million story. Because it will be, oh, Mona said, this one said, that one said. No, this is daily occurrence. You don't know the amount of complaints that we get every day from home, things that are happening. People contact us with all manner of horror stories. And when we're telling our people, especially those in diaspora that do have the ability to do something about this, they are busy either planning baby shower here and there. They are busy doing other stuff. And we're telling you, our people are being stifled. Like the oxygen is out of their neck. They cannot breathe. Oxygen is out of their lungs. And you're busy thinking, no, it's not my child. You know, my child just finished medical school. She just got a job now, Yale. You know, I'm going to Boston to go see her. And we're telling you that God did not send you here for you. God did not give birth to you for you to come and hang in America and live large and pretend like nothing else is happening. You have to remember, it was other people that built this country that is stable and keeping you cool and handsome and beautiful and whatever else you may call yourself. And now it's your opportunity to go and do the same for humanity. And all you can do is to pretend. They send you information, you will read, you won't say anything. They call you about signing petition, you let you swipe wire out. They will do all of these things. It's like we are begging you. We are begging you to be part of what is being done. I remember during the election, I would be somewhere, I'll be getting texts from everywhere. Oh, vote for this one. Oh, donate $5. If it was our people, that you tell them something that is impending. First, they will say, have you greeted me? You haven't spoken to me for 10 years now. You're sending me petition. Who are you to send me petition? Thinking it's all about them all the time. The petition is about the lives of our people. You know, ordinarily, you're right. Ordinarily, I wouldn't contact you because you mean nothing to me. But I'm fighting for the lives of my people. So they will want you to greet them, waste time. Here you are trying to send 100 text messages for people to be on board of what's happening because you did not come and greet them and ask them how they were. You see them, they care. Oh, do you know how I'm doing? You're on Facebook posting to me that you're living large. What other information do you want me to get? You are on Facebook leaning on your expensive cars and parking your car in front of your expensive house. You want me to ask, I know you're doing well. I know that my people are not doing well. You want me to greet you before I tell you that constitutional force majeure has been activated, that this is what we need to do to save our people. This is how we can participate at our level, personal level, to be part of what is going on. Because I did not come and bow to you because you're a doctor or law or chief or this, you feel like, hey, I'm not gonna read that thing when I just send it, you will wipe it off. It will come to you. Did the Atlanta man know that he will go home and be a bait? It will be a bidding for 20 million naira for kidnappers. He didn't know that. They said he was doing well in Atlanta. He had his real estate mogul that he's selling and doing well.
He's a prince, a prince.
So does that not mean that we cannot come back home again to bury? Because he went home to bury the dead. Is that not what happened? And at the end of the day,
you are not part of if you are part of the solution, my dear, believe me, there's certain things you would do differently versus on. A lot of them will tell you, don't post me anything about Nigeria. I'm done with Nigeria. And these are people that just
and then you want to go and bury.
Yeah. They say, don't post me all those things. I'm not interested in Nigeria. Nigeria is dead to me. I don't care. But you want to go there and bury. Who are you going to bury? We're always celebrating dead people. Can we work towards saving the living? Can we do this to save the living than to wait till somebody dies, then we'll form a platform and start donating $100 to bury the dead? And we're telling you that we need money to finish what we're doing. Nobody will bring it, but you're waiting. If I die now, you will say, oh, people will come and give money. That's all they will do, celebrate the dead. It's so pathetic, people. Brown people.
Our men, we need, like, we are requesting more from you. Mr. Mona, please, you have the video of Chimamanda. Maybe she will talk to our men. Maybe they will hear when she says it with her own mouth, that we're expecting more from them.
Yes. Okay.
We are not accepting that there's nothing you can do. We are not accepting it. We know you can do more. We know you can do better. And that's why we're not accepting it, that there's nothing you can do.
Mm-hmm. Our fathers in those days were referred to as the Bubedike. So what happened to the ones that we have now? So please, wake up.
Have such low expectations of men. When we say that men rape because men will be men, or because a woman wore a short skirt, or because a woman wore a low-cut blouse, then we're saying that men are really wild animals who have no control over themselves. And if it is true, then we cannot trust men in any position of power because they are so lacking in basic self-control. But we know that this is not true. Men are not wild animals who do not have control over themselves. Rape is not about how women dress, because women in countries where women are covered from head to toe are still raped by men. Baby girls are raped by men. Elderly women are raped by men. Men rape because men make the choice to rape. We must expect more from men. It is soft bigotry to have such low expectations of men. When we say that men rape because men will be men, or because a woman wore a short skirt, or because a woman wore a low-cut blouse, then we're saying that men are really wild animals who have no control over themselves. And if it is true, then we cannot trust men in any position of power because...
All right. So thank you. That's it on that video.
Okay, thank you, Sister Mona. Our people, we want to break down, tell you about Fulanese so that you understand. Because on this platform, we like to break things down for our people so that you'll be able to connect the dots. Now, since the 80s, in the 80s, we have been seeing Fulanese in our land. Those of us that lived in the north, we see them, we've been seeing them. And those that are even back home, you see them with cows.
One thing.
So they began their conquest since after the war. They put things in place. Even before the war, they started because they met with the British coming from the south and they're coming from the north. So they didn't start now. Anything you're seeing now did not start now. But what you did not know is that we have two groups of Fulanese in Nigeria. One from Katsina, the one that you will call the Bush Fulanese. These are the headsmen. These are the foot soldiers. These are the Buharis, the Yaradua families. These are the ones that their fathers used to sell duck and cow. They sold to Nigeria to sell duck. These ones, their children did not go to school because they sent them to come and sell Radenunu, Ma and Shanu, for those that lived in the north. These are the one set of the Fulanese. Then the second group of the Fulanese are the ones from Sokoto Caliphate. They are called the political merchants. These ones send their children to school, even to Harvard universities, using Nigerian oil money. You know their names already, the Ribadus, like the one that is in Kaduna there. They have these things all planned out. They are not like the ones from the bush. The ones from the bush are the ones they send to go and kill. These ones in Aso Rock, we give money to the ones in the bush to go and kill. And then they will protect them with power. These ones are the ones that become the emirs. And you see their children, like in Abuja, you see their children doing race in Abuja with car on the streets of Abuja. That ones that fly first class and business class to Dubai and to London for shopping with Nigerian money. Why our own children swim through Mediterranean Sea to go to London? Yet you say you want to remain in one Nigeria. This Nigeria of death, this Nigeria of backwardness, is that what you want to give to your children? Through the years, these two groups of Fulanis perfected their act of conquest. They're not coming to share with you. If they were coming to share, we would have shared, because we normally share. Igbo people, Yoruba people, we want to share what we have. But these people are not coming to share with you. They're coming to take over. They're coming to conquer you and your children. There are some people that think that Buhari, they say Buhari has changed. No, this is the real Buhari. The Buhari you're seeing now is the real one. The one you know in the 80s that you say was patriotic to Nigeria is deception. It's all deception. It's part of the game.
Yep.
That one is not the real Buhari. That one is the camouflaged Buhari. He needed to camouflage so that he can deceive you, so that you can trust him. And he will be able to open door for him and he will come in. It's all part of the strategies. That's why people like Adeboye in 2014 opened door for him into the church, redemption camp, to anoint him for victory.
Yep.
That's it. People like Tunde Bakari gave all his money to Buhari so that he can be president. Amechi got all the money that you used to build River State and gave to Buhari. The Tinubu transferred all the money from Lagos to Buhari.
My dear, this is like a bad dream, my dear. This is like a worse movie. Whoever that wrote this play is demonic.
It's horrible. Since in the 80s, before the 80s, Buhari even fought the war and killed our people. He's a war criminal. But he turned around and became like, some people will say, oh, I know Buhari. Buhari is very disciplined. Hey, Buhari is this. No, you don't know Buhari. You that are saying you know Buhari, you didn't know him. What you're seeing now is the real Buhari. Remember, he became petroleum minister for over 10 years, handling the petroleum of Nigeria. Why was that position important?
Hey.
That's how he was able to build and transfer all the crude to Niger Republic. If people are seeing these things, but you're not understanding it. He moved the entire wealth of Niger Delta to Niger. Piped the entire crude oil in Niger Delta to Niger.
While we watch.
While we are watching him. You see, now he's trying to use the same power to shield Buratai, because he knows that ICC is coming for him. And all those past service chiefs that people are saying, change the service chief, change them. The people that supervise the extrajudicial killing of our children. Now he has made them ambassadors so that they will have international immunity and nobody can touch them.
Yep. And you guys are watching.
He extended the tenure of the Inspector General of Police by 3 months. We are telling our people that this is not time for politics. We are in their situation. These people have captured us completely. Everything in our land has been taken while men slept. It is no time for. How can you even think of politics? You, an indigenous person, you want to go and have election with non-indigenous killers, rapers of your children. What type of politics are you doing with them? What type of election are you thinking of? You are an indigenous person. They are telling you that non-indigenous people, non-indigenous kidnappers, non-indigenous killers, non-indigenous terrorists, the people that the world tagged them number 4 terrorist group, they are in your land. And what is coming to your mind is that you want to go into election with them. Are you even kidding me? What do you mean by that? Are we supposed to be begging you that you should suspend the election? Are you not supposed to know that by yourself? If at all you are critically thinking, if you are an adult, if you're not that you are a baby, if not that you are a child, are we supposed to be telling you that you need to suspend any election you're going to do with these Fulanis? They are not even indigenous. These are foreigners that came to kill you. You say you want to go into election with them. Are you kidding me?
Hey.
Is Sister Mona, please, you want to say something?
No, I'm flabbergasted, my dear. I don't even know. I thought by this point in time, that everybody would have been packing their stuff to run, because it's a no-brainer. This thing that has been going on. So that's what this thing has been going on. That's why we are trying to put things, just in case it's so fragmented, it's not making sense. That's why we're trying to put things line by line for you guys to understand how these things these things have taken place over the period of time. They didn't start today, like Sister Ekwe said. They started way back from even after the war. And they are using people in our land to continue to cause mayhem. And nobody is putting two to two together. There's so many, I don't even know how to describe it. So many distractions going on that nobody wants to sit down, not our Southeastern governors, nobody. That if they actually get together, 5 of them now, because that's what they are, right? And say, hey, enough is enough. This is it. Who are you guys? I mean, at some point, wouldn't you say that they have done enough damage for you to say you can't do this anymore? What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? For you to go and be the president of, like my sister said, people that are terrorists? They're not even here to come and commune with you and be in the same community. When we were, we had a guest here not too long ago, the assistant, the retired police officer, and she came with an article that was written by a Washington Post about how this one, because you guys believe anything white people write. If Sister Ekwe, I'm too dark to be giving you guys instruction, and then on top of that, I'm a woman. Who the hell are you to give instructions? So this newspaper was written by a white person, the kind of ones you guys like. And he was saying how he went down to Middle Belt and actually ran into a guy from Turkey who said that he is here for jihadists, that he's here to help his brothers conquer the land. And this is just one man. This is a guy, a foreigner, telling us what's happening in our own land. And as God will have it, the man did not hesitate. He was able to say who he was and what he was doing. He couldn't speak the language. So this is a normal occurrence. And we're telling you these things. You see it all the time. They will continue to kidnap you. They will continue to kill you. They will continue to run you out of the farm. Even when you decide that you want to be the so-called Muslim with them, they can still do things to you because they do it to their people all the time. And hey, June, I remember when this thing was going, Kaduna and all those Eastern, I was crying for them. People would say, hey, let them be killing themselves there. They're killing themselves there. I'm like, this is not normal. And injustice anyway is a threat to justice everywhere. It's not normal for anybody, people to, and this we can see they are living in abject poverty. So it's not like they are some rich people in their mansion. They are just going and wiping them away. I said, there is more than meets the eye here. There's more to this, right? Because these are poor people.
Yes.
They are not here to fight you. They are not in power. Mm-hmm. Why are you killing them? Because of land grabbing. Yes. Land grabbing. And you guys are watching it and thinking, hey, they're killing themselves over there. They're killing themselves over there. And it's part of the strategy, people. Let's receive sense. Let's add 1 + 1 and get 2, not 1 + 1, 11, because it's 1 lines. 1 + 1 is 2, not 11. Because if we don't, when this rain, when this weather, this snow that is about to fall,
it's falling already now. Is he still waiting?
He will freeze everybody.
Kidnapped now. It's falling already. It's pouring. This is a critical time. It's not even time for all this your deceptive prayer and fasting, because even the Bible said that prayer without works is dead.
Dead on arrival, my dear. Dead.
This is time for action. And the action is not unguided action. Because sometimes when we talk action, fake freedom fighters will come out and start setting up fake security agencies that they want to use to take money. No, it's not what we are talking about. We are talking about strategic moves. And if you have not finished planning at this time, if your own is that you want to start planning now, it's already too late. That missed the target. Yep. If you have not finished planning and is now to execute, where we are now is in implementation of plans.
The patient is dead.
If your own is to begin the planning now, that means we're all dead.
Right.
For those that say they want to do customary government, those some say they want to do politics. So all sorts of distractions in our land. We are in a dead situation. The enemy is upon us. You don't understand it? It's already raining. It's already pouring. So the firewood that you gathered in dry season is what you use now. If you have not gathered any firewood, sorry, that means you did not gather anything. Wait and follow those people that gathered firewood because you are not ready for anything. It's time to use the already formed alliances. This is not when to begin to form alliance. The alliances have been formed.
Yep.
It's to use them. It's not time to, okay, those that have spent 7, 8 years insulting and abusing our people. That is not road to freedom. You're wasting our time. It's time to implement the plans, the protocols, the things that have been planned before now. This is not when to begin. Even the Bible said it. In Matthew 16:19, it said with the right key, I have a key here, with the right key, with the right key, with the right key. What did I say? With the right key. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven with the right key. That means that it is you listening to us, the indigenous peoples of Nigeria, who will decide what to tolerate and what to allow in your neighborhood.
Not your governors.
Yep. Not your governors, not your church leaders, not your traditional leaders. We are the ones at risk here. The power has been given to you. Power belongs to the people. It is your right to deliver yourself and your children. It is your responsibility. And thank God that we have formed NINAs. The indigenous peoples of Nigeria have come together. And we are begging those that are distracting us, please stop all your distractions. This is not political time. It's not time for politics. PDP, APC, PCP, whatever you call yourself, stop. You fake freedom fighters that all you do is make noise. Can you stop? We know it's all about money. You set our people up, they will kill our people so that more money will come into your bank account. Stop distracting us. And this is the last time we are begging you this. This is the last time we are making this appeal, because the vehicle that is moving is not looking back, and it might consume people that are on the road. Any obstacle on the road will be consumed. Don't ask me how. Because when the people move, the people will move. Mr. Augusta, please go ahead.
Yes, when the people would move, they would move. As you rightly said, power now belongs to the people. With the CFM activated, the power has returned to the people. And it's only us, we the people, that can save ourselves. We don't need any politician. We don't need any rogue franchise. We don't need anybody to come and use our people as shield to raise money. Like somebody was commenting, what is our comment about the ESN? We have said it here before. This guy is a rogue, is a thief, is a scammer. He's trying to use this to generate money for himself. There are houses
anywhere.
There are houses, he's building 3 mansions at the same time, and no more money. So he has to generate something else to continue to make this money. There are no physical ESN members.
My dad, do they have physical ESN and they went to Olu to kill them? Do they
have
a formidable group and they went to Olu to kill them?
They went to Olu to kill them.
The military.
Oh, I wonder. So for those that are thinking that this guy has some military or some security outfit out there protecting our people, the truth about it is that this guy is making money. We came so close to him to know that he's a fraud. He's making money. If you don't know that the guy is a fraudster, I'm gonna continue. Now, the action that needed to be taken, as Sister AP rightly said, she talked about NINAS. NINAS is Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination. You have to start taking action. The alliances have been created already. They have been created already. So we are not like trying to create a new alliance with somebody. No. That has been created already.
So
under NINAS,
Ofebu Cyprian is asking, what do we do at this moment? So Ofebu, I hope you're listening.
Yeah.
Costa is giving us solutions, what we need to do, to extricate ourselves from all of this. So pay close attention.
Please, yes, Ofebu, I'm talking to you particularly because you kept asking, where do we go from here? Now listen, you came late actually because the CFM was done December 16, 2020. So we're in the middle of that CFM right now. We're in the middle. We are doing our countdown. There's a 90 days countdown and we're in the process. So you have to be a member of the NINAS. That alliance has already been created. If you think that they're just creating it now, it has already been created. Under NINAS, we have the Lower Niger and the Lower Niger Congress and the MNN. That's at the national level, okay? Then the regional level, we have the Southeast and the South-South. Those are the Lower Niger Congress, the LNC. Southwest, we have the Ilano Omodua, the IOO. They are the one in the Southwest area. They have come together to form that. The Middle Belt, we have the Middle Belt Congress. And all these three regions are part of the NINAS. They're part of the Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination. And we have said it with times without number that the political parties must close shop. We cannot overemphasize that. Political parties must be persuaded by every means necessary inside this 2021 to do what? Close shop. They need to close shop. They need to close shop because I saw recently that some of these celebrities, they are beginning to tap into, they want to run for some offices come next year or come 2023. They're beginning to tap into this franchise because they know that the guy has mouth. It's, what do they call him? The guy has the diarrhea in his mouth. So they're beginning to tap him and praise him and do all sorts so that they can start getting people to align with their political ambitions. We are saying no more. Political parties, close shop. Suspend all your activities until we get these things right. Because guess what? It's between life and death. Until we get these things right, suspend your, what will it take you to suspend? What will you, look, even if you decide to go and do election and all that, it's to the detriment of your own people. So whom are you serving? Are you serving your own people or are you serving the caliphate? You have to choose one. And that's why we're telling you, suspend all your activities for now until we get this thing in their right perspective. Everyone needs to join the forces and call on Buhari to allow for transitional government. We need to say that. Like they did in South Africa. We have explained that the process that this CFM took is what South Africa did in 1990. If South Africa did not jettison their apartheid constitution, they will not have the freedom that they have now. And that is what the same thing. Jettisoning the 1999 constitution would help us to move forward. And that is why we have to call on Buhari, form a transitional government so that we can move forward. There is no need for distractions. As Sister Ekwe has rightly said, no more distractions. Those people distracting, the customary call, the de facto government, everybody has one grammar to talk about. Meanwhile, the land is under siege. I don't understand it.
Gravely under siege.
You want to be the head of Guinea. You want to be the one that will bring customary independence. You want to be the one that will do this. You want to be the one that will do that. And yet the land is under siege. Are you really interested in the land and the people, or you're interested in going to get your own Ghana must go from Abuja? You have to tell us which one you want. So those in customary government, we have told you, you cannot have Biafra in Nigeria. If you must have Biafra totally, not the one in Nigeria. It will not work. The fragmented security outfit, everybody now has security outfit up and down. The whole thing is so disjointed.
It's going to intensify, my dear.
It's so disjointed. And the essence for doing this is because you want to make extra money. Political activities under 1999 Constitution, is that what you want to pledge on again for another 4 years? So let us think. let us think. It has not benefited those of us in the southern region. And when I mean the southern region, I'm including even the Yorubas, the Middle, it has not benefited us. So why do you want to be part of a system that do not give any, that does not care about you? So it's time for us to close shop. So for those that want to know what we are doing, go join your own region. Go to your region. We have these regional Ninas. Go and join them.
Sorry, so Samuna, do you have the example of the flyer that you can upload just to show our people? Because some people are asking what they need to do. Right. Action is in your neighborhood. We are going to meet at the national level, but you're going to start from your neighborhood, because in constitution making, you start from the grassroots. So in your neighborhood is where you will go. In your neighborhood, those that are from eastern, southern region, the people to work with there are the LNC, like Sister Augusta said. Those in Middle Belt, you work with Middle Belt Congress. Those in Yoruba, they work with IOO in that group. Then we'll all meet at the national, which is the Ninas. But it's in that region that you have your referendum, because the referendum that we're going to have is going to be UN supervised, and it's going to be regional referendum. In your region, you will decide whether to be part of Nigeria or not to be. Whatever people agree in your region, that is what will happen. So the mobilization has to be in your region. If Sister Amuna can find it, Amuna, are you able to get it?
Oh yeah, I'm pulling it up. Give me a minute.
Okay. So in your region, people are already on ground. We have people on ground sharing these flyers. It's the pamphlets. All this information we're sharing with you now is on that pamphlet. If you see it, photocopy and send to your brothers and your sisters. Disseminate it. Share it in churches. Go to markets. Go to motor parks and share this information, because it's coming. This is coming. We are telling you the things that will be unfolding as we are going. These things will be unfolding. No need for you to go and be killed. No need to go and die. There's no need for it. South Africa did it. Chile did it. This is 2021. Those of you afraid that Fulanis will shoot you, Fulani cannot shoot nothing, because there's a bigger alliance. That's why it's called constitutional force majeure. Majority of the indigenous people have come together. The Yorubas, the Middle Belt, we in the Southeast and South-South, everybody came together. So they are now minority. They will not do nothing. It's just for us, for our people to understand that this thing has been done already. Stop going to where they're distracting you. All these other people that are distracting you, they just want to make money from you. This is a sample of the flyer, the pamphlet that will come to your neighborhood very soon. People are already distributing it. If you have not seen it, by next week, it will get to you. People are distributing it on the ground. When you get it, you read the front and back. All these things we are saying, they are all inside there. The summary of what you need to do. At the back of it, you see action to be taken. It's so simple, it's so easy. It's not that difficult.
Right, so this is the front part and this is the inner part. So look for this flyer. It's coming to where you are soon. And it's gonna look like this so that you have some ideas to what you're looking for. And it doesn't have to be in this color anyway. So if you find it and you want to make it in black and white to be cheaper for you, this is fine. We are going to disseminate this soft copy online. If you see it as well, share. Just, it gives you a quick answer to some of the things that we are talking about. It's almost like a take-home point on what we are doing, so that you begin to, if you go on a radio station, the good thing about this pamphlet is that it's so information filled that if you want to preach to someone about it, you can just basically look at this information and you're quickly on board with what we are doing. So we'll be sending out the soft copy, and meanwhile, look for this in a place near you, okay? All right. So again, don't forget to follow us, Daughters of Truth, share. I don't want to say the word because last time I said it, FB blocked us. So they blocked me for real. They took me off and blocked my account. So they are not allowing people to see us. People literally have to like go and find. And even when you're looking, there's some people that I like to watch online. When I look, I can't find them. I have to get it from my husband or somebody else. For some reason, they won't let me see it, even though I'm a follower. So somebody is playing with our numbers, which is fine. But it's up to us to overcome the challenges and do a little more and find it and send it to people, not just sharing on Facebook, because the way they mess with it on Facebook, so it's easier to pull up and post in a platform where you are, so that the person will not go look for it. Because even though you're sharing, when they go to look for it, they can't find it. So these are strategies. They know that we want to go home. If I was on air now dancing and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, there will alert 1 million people to be watching me make fool of myself. But because we are talking about something that will liberate our people, they are hiding it and making it difficult for people to find it. So it's a challenge. So please help us to overcome this challenge. So follow us and click on the notification button. At least let's do the bare minimum. These are some of the things that they suggested and see if that helps. But I know that we have some followers that are still having challenges finding us. All right, so I'm gonna play our last video for the day. Siseku, what is this video about?
Okay, this is February and Black History. Our people in US are remembering Black History. It's called Black History Month. So this lady is talking to our external colonizers, because what has happened to us as a people is that we had external colonizers and now internal colonizers. The external colonizers handed over to the internal colonizers. So that's what we are dealing with. But this message is particularly to the external colonizers who have been helping the internal colonizers to destroy us.
One thing that keeps me positive. Despite having studied finance and economics at the world's best universities, the following question remains unanswered. Why is it that 5,000 units of our currency is worth 1 unit of your currency, where we are the ones with the actual gold reserves?
Say it again, sister.
It's quite evident that the aid is in fact not coming from the West to Africa, but from Africa to the Western world. The Western world depends on Africa in every possible way, since alternative resources are scarce out here. So how does the West ensure that the free aid keeps coming? By systematically destabilizing the wealthiest African nations and their systems, and all that backed by huge PR campaigns, leaving the entire world under the impression that Africa is poor and dying and nearly surviving on the mercy of the West. Well done, Oxfam, UNICEF, Red Cross, Life Aid, and all the other organizations that continuously run multi-million-dollar advertisement campaigns depicting charity porn to sustain that image of Africa globally. Ad campaigns paid for by innocent people under the impression to help with their donations. While one hand gives under the flashing lights of cameras, the other takes in the shadows. We all know the dollar is worthless, while the euro is merely charged with German intellect and technology, and maybe some Italian pasta.
Okay.
How can one expect donations from nations that have so little? It's super sweet of you to come with your colored paper in exchange for our gold and diamonds. But instead, you should come empty-handed, filled with integrity and honor. We want to share with you our wealth and invite you to share with us. The perception is that a healthy and thriving Africa would not disperse its resources as freely and cheaply, which is logical. Of course, it would instead sell its resources at world market prices, which in turn would destabilize and weaken Western economies. established on the post-colonial free meal system. Last year, the IMF reports that 6 out of 10 of the world's fastest growing economies are in Africa, measured by their GDP growth. The French Treasury, for example, is receiving about $500 billion.
Wow.
Year in, year out. Foreign exchange reserves from African countries based on colonial debt they forced them to pay. Former French President Jacques Chirac stated in an interview recently that we have to be honest and acknowledge that a big part of the money in our banks comes precisely from the exploitation of the African continent. In 2008, he stated that without Africa, France will slide down in the rank of a third world power. This is what happens in the human world, the world we have created. Have you ever wondered how things work in nature? One would assume that in evolution, the fittest survives. However, in nature, any species that is overhunting, overexploiting the resources they depend on as nourishment, natural selection would sooner or later take the predator out because it upsets the balance.
Absolutely.
My people, this is our time. We must arise to take what belongs to us. Our children are waiting for us to arise. Our grandchildren are waiting for us to arise. Your born babies are waiting for us to arise. Are you going to fail? Are you going to disappoint them? Are you going to tell them that minute, tiny Fulanis stopped you from actualizing your dream? Stopped you from saving your land? Are you going to tell them that you were busy playing stupid politics with terrorists? Are you going to tell them that you were not able to think right? What are you going to tell the unborn generation? It's time to arise. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. All right, so it's time for phone calls if you want to call in. Our Zoom ID number is 987-346-0692, 987-346-0692. And the password is 003282. As usual, this is the same number that we post every week. It's under our topic for today. We also have a WhatsApp and a phone number. It's +1 774 338 0942, +1 774 338 0942. So this is a good time to call and give us your contributions. For some reason, when we log in, a lot of people just log in. Why, I do not know. When we know quite well that we have not done with our topic of the day. So this is a good time to log in. There's no need to log in ahead of time, especially if you're back in Nigeria, to use up your data when it's not time to take a phone call. So this is a good time now. Sister Augusta just posted the pin the share button, the Zoom information. Right, so we hope that we have been able to accomplish what we wanted to do today. And the idea, again, is to help us to connect the dots, because if all these things happening in isolation here and there, with all the difficult things that they have done to us, because life is, I don't care what anybody says, life is difficult back home, especially in the Eastern region. Each time anybody goes from Lagos or come from the North and go home, they will be lamenting nonstop as to how difficult things are. Lamenting from the traffic to the food to the prices of things. They stifle us every way they can, even phone calls. They know that we are making phone calls. If you use the same number and call from Lagos, it's like $10, 10 cents. How many cents cheaper? When you come from our place, it's a whole lot expensive. God forbid if you're calling from the village, it's even worse. So every chance they get, they have given it to us like the worst part of the deal. And we keep thriving inside of it for some reason. We keep pushing through versus pushing back. So the time has come for us to push back instead of pushing through difficult times. It's not normal. It's not normal, people. It's not normal to live this kind of life. It's not normal to have to use energy to take a deep breath. It's supposed to happen automatically through your brain. But now they have forced us to take a deep breath on our own. And we're saying it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice. The good thing with the constitutional force majeure is that there's no more Nigeria. You guys are there lying to yourself. There is no more Nigeria. We have informed the international communities. It's you there that is still calling yourself Nigeria. That is our problem now. Nigeria is gone as a country. Nigeria has nothing to offer his people. Nigeria will never give us what we want. And that's why our guest told us here is either you kill Nigeria or Nigeria will kill you. It's just that choice. I mean, that's the only choice really that you have. So we need people to begin to do the right thing. We need people to leave these people, anyone causing you distraction, whether they call themselves Papagio or church, whatever it is that is causing you not to be your best you, that is not allowing you to use your best attributes to help us to get out where we are right now. You need to let go of that person, of that thing. The good news is that the end is near. You do what you're supposed to do. It's like taking your final exam. You stay up all night, you study. By the time you know it, you're all A's and you're graduating. So do the work, get on board, understand what we're saying, that the power has returned back to you. Get closer, join your closest Ninas close to you. Again, we are going to share the flyer on our Facebook platform as well as WhatsApp if we have access to it. And when you see it, please help us to share and share and share. It has all the information. That's why we are so happy about this pamphlet for those of us that are still struggling with, so what is this whole thing all about? So if not, I will go ahead and pull up our take-home point for the day. Oh, shoot. All right, so our take-home points for the day. As usual, we like to end with this. This is lesson learned for today. You know, what is it that we want you to understand about all the things that we have done? And the good news is that in December 16, 2020, Joint Multi-Regional Constitutional Force Majeure that was activated now has triggered a chain of events that will precipitate total freedom for our people. They have given them the 5 demands. We have that again on that pamphlet. They don't really have a choice. Again, the people, our people, the populace need to come on board and understand what is going on here. If you continue to try to thrive and survive, I mean, I'm using the wrong word, trying to survive and survive, eventually you're going to die and you will be living a meaningless life. So the peoples have reason to unravel and unhinge the constitutional basis of the kidnapping and killings of our people by the non-indigenous Fulani Caliphate. These people are not part of us. Buhari said it, his father sent him to go across and sell fish or duck or whatever he went to sell. That's how he became a Nigerian. These people, they don't have any interest of ours at heart. As we are telling you right now, they are piping everything to Niger. They are piping everything to Niger. They are using all their resources. And at some point, I think he said he's from Niger and Nigeria. So he can play both cards, you know, he can put all his resources back in Niger. And when the time comes, they will get in their private, they don't even have to get in a private jet. I think they will just walk over through the backyard and cross over to the next country. So please, people, we are now halfway into the NINA's 90-day notice of grave constitutional grievance against the current Unitary Union of Nigeria. The campaign by NINAS is on. Join us in the campaign for good governance, which is the right of the people. It's a no-brainer. If we overcome all of this, if we overcome this challenging time, if we overcome this difficult time, if we overcome this and just hold on tight, because even if you're hungry for 3 months, you're not going to die, you know, and hold on tight and push through some of these things that we're asking about. By the time you know it, you will be able to flourish. we don't want to be surviving in a place that we should be thriving. Enough is enough. Let's come on board and do the right thing. Thank you. Sister, please.
Thank you, Sister Mona. Thank you, our people. So we'll try and repeat in Igbo for those that cannot understand the big grammars that we're speaking, so that, because eventually we'll go back to our languages, we need to talk in a way that even old women and old men will understand what is being said. Absolutely. Because our people actually can think. Our people are intelligent. It's just that they use English to measure intelligence. And English is not a measure of intelligence. The ability to speak English is just ability to speak a language, just like you can learn any language. So it's not a measure of your IQ. So we'll go back, we're going there gradually. Emume constitutional force majeure nke ndị mba niile, ndị mba Middle Belt, mba ọwụwa anyanwụ na ọdịda anyanwụ jikọtara aka were mee n'ụbọchị 16 n'ọnwa Disemba 2020 bụ ihe mbụ ga-emeghepụrụ anyị ụzọ ihe ọma ndị ọzọ. Nke abụọ, ndị nwe obodo Nigeria ekuliela n'ike ha niile iji wee kwatu ajọ ntọala 1999 nke nyere ndị mbịambịa a na-akpọ ndị Fulani ike ime mpụ, izu ohi, ịtọlịkwa na igbu ndị be anyị na ndị nwe obodo Nigeria. Nke atọ, ọnwa atọ nke otu NINAS nyere ndị ọchịchị etiti Nigeria ka ha were tụọ elu ma akwa ka anyị ga-esi wee kesaa nkekọ ọjọọ na nkekọ ọnwụ ha nyere anyị n'ime Nigeria. Ọ gbaala ọkara. Nke ikpeazụ, ịgbasa ozi ọma nke ndị NINAS, ndị LNC, ndị MNN na-aga n'ihu nke ukwuu. Bịa sonye anyị ka anyị gbasa ozi ọma n'ike n'ike, maka na eme ngwa ngwa emegharị ọdachi. Ọchịchị ọma na ọdịmma obodo bụ oke ruru anyị niile. Ọ bụ oke ruru mụ na gị. Ndewonu.
Ndewo, Sister Augusta.
Yeah, ẹ kú dédé wòyí o. Àkọsílẹ̀ tòní. The multi-regional constitutional force majeure tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní oṣù kejìlá lọ́jọ́ mẹ́rìndínlógún ní ọdún 2020 nípa àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó máa jẹ́ kí a ní òmìnira lápapọ̀ fún gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa. Ìkejì, àwọn èèyàn wa ti dúró láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wo CFM yẹn torí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ọ̀dọ̀ wa fún jíjí àti pípa tí àwọn Fúlàní ń ṣe mọ́ àwọn ènìyàn wa. Ìkẹta, a ti dé àárín ọ̀ọ́dúnrún ọjọ́ tí a fún àwọn gómìnà Nàìjíríà nítorí 1999 Constitution. A dẹ̀ ń dúró kán ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tá a ti sọ fún wọn pé kán ṣe. Ìkẹrin, ìpolongo àwọn NINAS, LNC, MNN ó sì ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìnyí. darapọ̀ mọ́ wa gbogbo ìpolongo yìí torí a fẹ́ kí a ní ìṣèlú tó dára fún àwọn ètò ènìyàn. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much for that. We have a caller. Let me put her through. All right. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, good afternoon from here, my sisters.
Good afternoon. There we
Mothers of the land, I greet you all. You guys are wonderful. We are all mothers. And I strongly believe that between 3 of you and myself, we have more than 15 kids or 10 kids. Let's just put it 10 kids, because I know my side, 4. And I know Sister Augusta has 4 or 5. And Sister Muna has like about 4 as well. Sister Ekwi, I believe you have maybe 3 or 4. I'm not sure, but we are mothers. So whatever we say holds. We will begin to speak life into our children. We will begin to speak life into our land that we came from. Okay? So, you guys just, covered all the grounds. And I greet you all. You guys are doing so wonderfully, representing mothers, well-deserving mothers out there. Because I know, unfortunately, there are some so-called mothers, quote unquote, that still could not see, the importance of not allowing our children to die.
Mm-hmm.
Some mothers, quote unquote, are still supporting something that will have another mother's child to be killed, to be put in harm's way. Why? Are you really a mother? Or what? If another person's child, you're supporting something that will put another person's child in a harm's way to be killed, why don't you take your own child and put in that place? Not another person's child, you supporting something that will allow another person's child to die. No, take your own child there. Okay? So, again, not to mince words, I'm talking about those people supporting, quote unquote, ESN, okay, being paraded by Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is a fraudster. Nnamdi Kanu is a global scammer and a scheme artist. Nnamdi Kanu must be stopped. Any of you so-called mothers supporting that guy, trust me, my God, the God I serve, okay, will reduce you to nothing. So the sooner you realize that you are supporting evil, that the blood of those vulnerable, poor people that believe that, ESN is something that will save us. No, it will not. So you supporting with your money and with your efforts or whatever you're doing, supporting that, trust me, the God I serve will reduce you to nothing. So the sooner you step back and think, because common sense is just wisdom. But unfortunately, not everybody has that, wants to use their common sense that God has given to all of us. And to Nnamdi Kanu, I tell you today I'm telling you as a mother that carried 4 children, okay? I'm telling you today that if you do not stop, because you had abandoned the so-called struggle, now it's about you're going into politics, because you're not even saying anything about so-called Biafra. You're not even calling up on people people that are clamoring for election. You're not saying anything. But now the people that are supporting you, praising you, are indications that you have sold out. And that if care is not taken, or, because you're not talking, you're already part of it. Now you're looking for political appointment or political power. But instead of you to be open and tell those people, those vulnerable people, hey, I'm out of this. So if you want to follow me, go ahead. But I'm being honest with you, I'm no longer doing what I told you I'm doing, so that they will be sure what they are doing, for crying out loud. But for you to be deceiving them, still holding on to that freedom, now you twist word here and there, and they're still contributing money. Now let me ask you, how much did they contribute to you when your mother died? How much did they contribute to you when your father died? Did all other people, they lost their mothers and their fathers? Who contributed what to them? Those people that were killed, how much did you give that were contributed, that is in the post of IPOB that you gave to their families? How much? What is wrong with you? My God that I serve will reduce you to nothing. Since you put yourself as God, I know you will hear this message somehow or the other. I know somebody that know you or whatever will send this message to you. I'm telling you today, declaring that the God I serve will reduce you to nothing. Since you open your mouth and say, oh, I could play God if I want to. Who are you for Christ? For God's sake, who are you? My God will reduce you to nothing. You're already, walking dead. I don't think you're alive. Okay? But you know what? You gotta stop. And I call upon my people, my Igbo people especially. You guys should just wake up. Use your common sense. It's free. Think. This guy is no longer doing what he said he's doing. Except if you already know, but insisted to follow him. Look at so-called a group of fathers, father whatever here in US. And I'm sure they are harboring him here in US. I'm sure this guy is hiding somewhere here in US. And I'm sure they are doing paper for him. That's why he has the guts to always come out and be, running his stupid mouth and putting people's lives in harm's way for blood sacrifice. That guy is evil. Now the kind of is evil. And the God I serve, I declare today, will reduce him to nothing. My sisters, thank you guys. And please continue to represent us. We are here supporting you guys. This is all our struggles. So may God bless you guys and the listeners out there. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, Sister Choma. Thank you, Sister Choma. Poor woman, worried about other people's children. It is what it is. Like you said, the God that she serves, that we serve, will do what he needs to do at the appropriate time. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We will see you all next week. Please help us to share the video. You can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook as Daughters of Truth. We are here to do the needful. If only we have women like this talking to us all this while, maybe we would have gotten somewhere by now, but it's okay. God's time is always the best. So join us as mothers. We will never mislead you. We will never give you the information that will not get you to a place. Our main goal, our main purpose is for you to live your best life ever. Best life. We cannot be struggling when God has opened the door for us to pass through. I had an experience this week that really made me laugh, and I said, wow, this thing here represents my people. So in a place where I work, we pay for parking every 2 weeks. They take it from your check. So they give you a card if you're paying, and then it opens up that little thing and you will come out. So this whole week, the thing spoiled and we're just open for people to pass through. And this is a parking space that we're already paying for. Do you know that people will line up in that garage and make us back up all the way to the back, waiting to go, because there's two of them side by side. So because they like suffering, they like difficult things, these people lined up. When you leave work, it will take you almost 30 minutes to come out of the garage, because they let the one that is open, or the thing to open is open there. You're already paying for it. You know they're taking it for it. Do you know people refuse to pass Sister Augusta? They will be waiting for that one that they will use their card and open. So, my dear, this is here in America. So I realized, I said, I'll be there. So when it finally get to my turn, I was towards the back and I can see the other side is open. I said, are you telling me that these two things, one is open, one is closed? Instead of these people to pass, they made us back all the way in the garage and sit in the garage another 30 minutes. My dear, you know I'm a Biafran now. I came out and I went to that open one.
And that's what is happening now. Ninas has opened door for all Nigerians to pass. I tell them that this is the Red Sea that God parted for us. Pass and be free. No, you will wait so that Pharaoh will come and kill you. And that Pharaoh is coming.
He is. So do you know it was only when I passed now that it dawned on them, oh, damn, this thing is open. I can just pass through. I say, well, thank God for my brain. No. If not, why would I be in the... And so every week, every day I come out, people are lined up again. But I will pass them and go through that first one. Then they will follow me. I'm telling you. It happened Monday, it happened Tuesday, it happened Wednesday, it happened Thursday. Yesterday was still open, it happened again. I said,
we lead and they follow.
Wow.
Find the happier way, the easy way. We are not here for war, we are not here for dying. No, we will be alive, we will get through the freedom.
108, they charge us almost $200 every month for that garage.
Can you imagine?
It's $189 a month. So people will sit in the garage 30 minutes after you get off from work, waiting for the thing is open. They lined up, packed everything into the garage like crazy people.
Your brain is not telling them to pass through the open door.
My dear, call out your name and where you're calling from. It's insane. Hold on. We can't hear you. Hold on, let me bring this thing out. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm calling from Caribbean.
Welcome, brother.
My name is Richie. All right. I've been following you, following you guys for some time, and you guys doing a good job, The situation that confronting our homeland requires all hands on deck, But just observation and suggestion. Would it be possible, or if it would be possible, that that Daughters of Truth would, no matter how tempting it is, but try to, focus on, on what the objectives are, and leave IPOP fellows to be doing their thing, I believe every Southeastern, every Igbo person that lives, in diaspora, our dreams and desire is just, safety of our homeland and eventually, state of Biafra. But the energy we need, the energy we need to be pulling together, it will be counterproductive if we continue to, emphasize on our misunderstandings. What we disagree with, probably the pattern of IPOB fellows, the pattern of the other brother, Nadi or somebody like that, Yeah, so I'm just...
Okay, we can answer you. Thank you. Sister P, go ahead.
Okay, brother, if you want to build a house, you need a plan, right?
Yes.
So what is the plan for IPOB?
I'm not a member of IPOB, but...
Okay, thank you very much. It's okay. It's okay. That's what I wanted to know. So we were members, and we were...
You and I...
Hold on, please. You were speaking now. Let me answer you.
Okay, so let her answer you. Okay, hold on.
So you see, why I asked you that question is that most of our people do not know what is happening in IPOB. They've never contributed a dime. They don't even know what is going on there, but they will say, go and join. Just like the politicians have led us for the longest time to Fulanis. They made us to be voting for Buhari, the terrorist. They made us to be voting for the people that will go to Sokoto to go and get their scarf without checking who is at the helm of our affair. What is the plan of the Fulanis? Are the Fulanis here to share with you, or they are here to conquer you? They did not care to find out. All they said is, join PDP, join APC. Nobody cared. It's the same way you people are behaving. Join IPOB. Meanwhile, you don't know what IPOB is all about. You don't have a clue. You're not close. You just, where you are, you say, okay, leave IPOB. We were there. We have gone. We have come out. And we are telling you, see the road to follow. He said, no, follow my ignorance. Does it make sense, my brother?
I understand.
Does it make sense for you to be leading your people to something you don't know? Does it make sense? Are you being kind? Are you being kind?
I've not been a member of.
So what
So
moral
that's why you don't speak on something that you don't know out of ignorance.
No.
That's why you don't speak. That's okay. You don't get to advise us because we are tired of people that are ignorant advising on issues they have not, they have no knowledge about. We are tired of it. Why you are playing politics, our children are dying. Why you are there being what is it called, docile, trying to hide in your Caribbean house so that somebody else will go and get you freedom, and then you want to come and advise. My brother, we're not even going there. You don't know the amount of traumatic pictures and videos we get from back home every day while you guys are playing games. Go and join the Ninas. Visit us on our website, freedomfromnigeria.com, so that we can get where we're going. Stop playing games. We are not here to serve any masters. We are here to liberate our children. Thank you. These people are something else. This is the game they play. You don't want to go and join to see what is going on. You will want to advise. Can dead people stop talking for God's sake? When you're dead, stay in the grave for God's sake. Stay in the grave where you're supposed to be, 6 feet under. It's not when you're dead, you will come out and join the living. Our children's life are in danger here. You're hiding somewhere in Caribbean. You don't know what is going on. You say, leave them. Leave who? Leave who that is distracting our people?
Leave cancer.
Telling them to go and liberate themselves. He's busy collecting money from them. You want to leave them.
My dear, we are done with them. We are moving. I say, we want to follow the road that is open. Ninas have opened door for us. We are passing there. And we're not going to be going with our bodies crashed or no. We are freely walking through. We are following Ninas. As they are leading, we are following them. If you want, continue in the camp of Umwekwensu until all of you, Pharaoh will come and catch you and kill you. This Red Sea that has been parted for us, we are passing through it. Amen. We and our children. The rest of you, wait, Pharaoh is coming to kill you. All of you will be destroyed inside the Red Sea because the Red Sea will close. After we finish passing, the Red Sea will close and drown Pharaoh and all the people following Pharaoh. Who is coming in, whether it's a human being or a dead walking. Let's see.
Okay, Kerry Kavenga. Okay, I don't know about that name. Okay, your video. Announce yourself, sir. Let's go, or she. Hello, Kerry. Unmute yourself.
You know, now we have living and dead man walking. Is he a living that is coming in or a dead man walking?
I know.
He's not coming. Are you alive or dead?
Kerry, unmute yourself, sir. Or you say hi. Please unmute yourself. Don't be afraid. Unmute yourself, Kerry. Okay, we don't have time for this.
She said her cell phone is broken. I think she keeps texting. At least open the volume. Let's hear your voice. If your cell phone is broken, you can't be texting. There's no way we can communicate that way.
It's broken. Why are you calling me if your cell phone is broken? Like, what are you trying to achieve? I don't understand.
There's another person with iPhone. Can you please
okay, iPhone, please.
Ow!
Okay, you see, that's what you're
Oh my God, that's so disgusting.
Yeah. See, that's
Nnamdi Kanu. You don't want us to talk about Nnamdi Kanu, but that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
You understand? He's using your brain to do Akama. You don't want to talk about him.
That's fine. iPhone, your name and where you're calling from. Unmute yourself. Okay, we are not gonna take these people because this for all these 10 people that wants to log in all at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, something is iPhone doesn't want to turn on his video, so remove.
So remove them. I think we are done for the day.
Done. Right.
Yeah.
All right.
For the Sister Mara, let me just briefly, for the brother that called, okay, you were not a member of IPOB, you've not joined, you only see stuff on video or whatever. And those of us that have joined, been members, we told you that Eba Huzadi, if you don't want to understand that Uzadi, so go and join and stop disturbing us here. We have a pathway that we are following, and the pathway involves the 3 regions already. And these things were established long time ago. The pathway is a 21-year pathway. You understand? It's not something that started yesterday. It's not something that somebody just woke up and decided that is going to happen. It's something that has been happening for 21 years. And if you have been listening to us, if you can go way back, we have a lot of videos on YouTube. Go and see how we explain the 16 steps that have been taken. We are now in the 15th step. So for something that has happened for 21 years and we're at the end, I don't see why, you shouldn't confidently come up and say, hey, this is it. And we discussed here even today, we talked about those franchise, distracting the process. The governors distracting the process, the politicians distracting the process, the political parties distracting the process. We talked about how everybody has been compromised. So I don't know, do you listen with your ear and not with your heart? I mean, I don't know how that works, but please, we have to bring down that obstacle. We don't care, regardless of whom it is. We have to bring that obstacle that is trying to inch its way forward when we are supposed to be the one moving forward. We are not being sentimental here. Nnamdi is not doing anything. With the ESN, if he was doing something with the ESN, the army will not go to Olu and kill our people. But that is ESN attacking back or defending. Was ESN not supposed to defend? Yeah, the army came and massacred our people and nothing happened. This guy is a rogue, he's a thief. He goes online, the emotions of our people is what he deals in. That is his own franchise. His own deputy, they've all come out and said, oh, they had no plans. So for somebody that had no plans, you want us to leave him by the corner to continue to deceive our people when there's siege. I don't even know how to explain the siege. There's something that the implosion that's about to happen. I want us to just not talk about him. I'm not going to talk about him.
This person is a group of the GOs. When the explosion will happen, they will go and hide. After all, they're somewhere in Caribbean looking at the blue waters. They will go to the beach with their shorts on and the sandy waters, and we're telling you that things are not what it's supposed to be, and you're here wanting to leave them alone. We're not leaving anyone alone that is messing with the lives of our children. Don't you get it? We're not going to leave Buhari alone. We're not going to leave Fulani Headsman alone. We're not going to leave Rogue Franchise alone. Anyone that is delaying this movement in order for us to liberate our children is our enemy. So don't get it twisted. It is what it is. You are enemy
and
number
one. Crumbling. And they are crumbling. If they think that we're not joking or we're not playing. We might come here and talk to you. What we are doing down is more than what you're seeing on top.
Exactly.
So when we tell you we are not taking it, we are not joking. We'll pull all of you down one after the other.
Amen.
Because we are mothers.
Amen.
Our children are the ones dying.
He did not see the picture of that 10-year-old. Because me, I know that eating today
sometimes when they tell you they're following, they're not really following. They're not following.
You didn't see the picture of a 10-year-old that was mercilessly raped. God knows her condition right now.
That's it.
She's alive.
We are done with ignorant people giving us advice. You don't get to sit in your own Cancun. You have never joined. And this is the thing. This is what they do. Even the Human Rights Radio, they will come and try to give advice. Who the hell are you in diaspora that your people are dying? You don't join. You have not joined anything. You haven't joined anything.
I want to give advice.
No, you don't get to give advice. Go ahead and go to the damn beach with your shorts and walk on by the
poolside.
Please, don't waste our time here. If you go and get killed and send me a picture of your dead body, then you begin to talk to me afterwards.
Exactly. And get your children raped. Then you can you can come. Let's talk.
We need to go. Nigeria has ended. Nigeria is no more. Let's get in tune. I remember when we were in that Rogue Franchise, we were telling them about cows. Yeah. We spent our money and our resources, and we are the one that was in charge of, Fulanis, cutting nails and carrying waters and, eating their cows and doing
boycott all the boycottables.
Boycott all the boycottables. We are the one that pay for it. And they refused to support it. They took it down off of their destiny. And you want me
frustrated it.
Shut up, my brother.
Nonsense. We'll continue to wait for you. Sleeping with women and using our money to fund your prostitutes. And you want us to keep quiet when we are mothers and our children are dying.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
imagine if they have listened to this. Was 2018.
Yeah,
and we were
this would have finished.
Leave Fulani stuff alone. At least if they're not getting our money, maybe some of them will leave and say they're not making money.
Women who had already organized women with different food, they were ready. Some have even traveled out to go and bring seedlings, onion seedlings to start planting. And kind of frustrated it. What have we not done? Anybody that will come here again and map somebody.
They don't know. Yeah, keep your advice to yourself. Advise yourself, please. Don't advise people that have been there, done that. Go and advise somebody else. We don't need the advice. We know where we're going. Our children are very important to us. And if you decide to play that game, we'll put you on the enemy list.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nonsense. All right, anyway. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I'm clicking the wrong button here. Let's see.